And welcome back, everyone, to Cyrus Webb Presents here on Amazon Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. Also, those tuning in on Facebook, on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitter, we're glad you all could be with us as well. I have a very special guest that's joining us today, my friend, Tessa-Marie Shillingford. We're going to talk to her not only about her amazing journey, but also what it's been like for her to share her inspiring words with others through her books, but also through her messages online as well. If you guys are not following Tessa-Marie, we'll let you guys know how to do that, as well as be able to share a little bit from her books as well. Tessa-Marie, thank you so much for the time.
Thank you for having me, Cyrus. It's a pleasure.
Oh, the pleasure is definitely all mine. This is going to be a lot of fun, Tessa-Marie. And I want to say that actually Tessa-Marie beat me to the interviewing part of this. She had interviewed me on her own platform. So I'm glad now to be able to have her with us here on Amazon Live. I'm going to go ahead and highlight your newest book, the Book of Proof, Tessa-Marie. But I have your other books, The Morning Blessings, here, as well as the Goal Setting Journal here. What has this been like for you, Tessa-Marie, to be able to realize the gifts you've been given and to use those gifts?
When you find you have a message and it won't leave you, that message is tinkling. So when I realize I'm doing this every day. So why don't I try to do it more often? So it was just giving everybody a chance to get a little bit of what I thought. And a lot of it comes from listening, observing, and wisdom, just tapping into those three. And it's been amazing. It's fabulous to see the lives that I have impacted. When someone tells me, "Oh, Tessa-Marie, I'm so pleased with what you did for me. Look at what you have helped me to achieve." And it humbles you. It doesn't make you feel proud. You don't feel proud when somebody says, "You got me to think better about myself," or "You got me to get mine home." You just go, "Okay, where did that come from?" It humbles you.
Yeah. Have you always known, Tessa-Marie, that you were meant to help others? Because that seems to be something you do quite naturally. Is that something you've always known?
Yes, I remember the first time, and actually I just remembered it one night. I was just relaxing in meditation, and I remembered this girlfriend of mine was complaining about she had a pain. I must have been about 14. And I told her, "Why don't you use this herb?" And I picked it from the herb garden on the plantation. And I gave it to her. And then my mom said, "Who told you that would help?" And I said, "I don't know." And I noticed after that, I would just do things to help someone. And I knew it was there, but I let it, life started, and you cannot play with this anymore. You have to function with life. And I just let it lay dormant.
Yeah, such a great thing. Hello to you, Pamela Hall. We see you over there on the Facebook side. Yes, I look forward to being back in New York very soon. Shannon, hello to you. Welcome to Amazon Live. Appreciate you for the follow as well. You'll notice the books by Tessa-Marie that we're discussing are all below us in the carousel on Amazon Live, or depending on what device you're joining us on, you'll see them over in the corner. We'll be referencing those. And so, Tessa-Marie, that brings me to the where we are today in 2022. You released the Book of Proof. Part of what you've done, though, and you did it also with this book, the Goal Setting Journal, so many people will say that they want this and they want that. But the work is what you focus so much on. And that's the part that people don't always like to do. So have you always known that if you wanted something, that it was going to require work and effort to get it?
Yes, I was brought up to believe that. My dad was like a sergeant major in the army, and so was my mom. Wasn't too far behind her. So if you wanted something, you were told you have to do it until you get it. You have to work for it. You can't just sit there and have it come to you. So that was one of the things I learned at a very early age. And of course, as I got older, I realized, yes, you must put effort into it. It's not going to come to you because you created it, or you want it, you desired it. What are you doing to bring it to you? And I just picked it up and went with it.
Yeah. And now here we are today with 3 books on Amazon that people can actually buy today while we're having this conversation, Tessa-Marie. But also, you've been able to share these messages in a visual platform as well through social media. You said something really interesting in a live that I saw you do back in 2021. I say back in like that was forever ago. And I'm telling you, only a couple months ago. But way back in 2021, Tessa-Marie, you said that if something scares you, you have to do it. Talk to us about your experience with going live and how that was a way of your facing fears.
Oh my God, that was something else. So going live, you have that phone.
Hmm.
And you want to use the phone, and you're seeing other people going lives and they have their message, and you want to try. I'm curious,
Hmm.
naturally curious. So I try. You press one button, you end up somewhere else. That's not, how do I get out? It was an adventure. I remember sometimes I would just place the phone on the floor, sit next to it, and say, what am I going to do to get to understand you? I actually talked to the phone, and
Yeah.
it was, you go places you don't know how to come out of it. But I
Mm.
just kept asking questions and pursuing it. And it was scary. The first live I did, I don't even know what I said. When I look at it, I cry, I laugh. So yeah, it was quite a journey. It was quite a journey.
I want to say hello to Ohio girl Alexa over there on the Amazon Live side. Thank you so much for joining us. My guest today is Tessa-Marie Shillingford. We're talking to Tessa-Marie not only about her extraordinary journey, she and I actually connected on Instagram initially, but she's the author of books like The Morning Blessings. I'm going to actually highlight it, Tessa-Marie, in our carousel. There they can get the Kindle edition for only $3.99. I invite you guys to do that, or they can get the paperback edition here. I want to read a few of the messages here that I thought would be very timely for us today to discuss. And what, for those who are just finding out about the morning blessings, what Tessa-Marie's done, she's coupled these great words. I have my markers here, Tessa-Marie, with these extraordinary images. So this one I want to share is this one. Today's blessing is to know that you can. Yes, you can, even if you believe you can't. Remember, believing that you can only takes away from believing that you can. So even in the face of doubt from others, push forward while knowing that yes, you can. Taking small, frightened steps towards your dreams is breaking the belief that you can't. It's the thought that gets the limbs moving and gaining unstoppable momentum toward accomplishing your goals. Push those steps forward and move toward achieving your dream. So I'm a firm believer, Tessa-Marie, that in order to share something like that with other people, you have to have learned that yourself. So when did
Oh,
you realize that you could?
when somebody told me I could not.
Hmm.
I remember when I got married, I was 22, and you had to figure it out. That's what it was. I knew we wanted a home. We had that discussion, and the income was so small. In those days, you couldn't save anything. But I found out that there was $1.75 left every 2 weeks. So I went to the credit union in Toronto, and I got the lady to take this $1.75. And she said to me, what are you going to do with this little bit of money? I said, this is the beginning to buy a house. She said, oh, you cannot buy a house. You're an immigrant. I was born here and I do not have a house. How can you get a house? And Dad just said to me, oh, yeah, watch me. And I was 22, feisty, and absolutely rude.
Wow.
So I showed her. Every time we got a 25 cents raise, I went back down to the credit union with my little thermos of soup and a sausage in it and a sandwich. And I sat there while she took an hour to write all the information down, to take 25 cents from my paycheck and 25 cents from my husband's paycheck. And now we are at 225 every week. It just kept going.
Wow.
And when I got the house, being saucy, I took the title to show her. She was still there.
Wow. Wow.
So it was frightening. It was frightening. It was scary. It was frightening when we had $5,000 saved, and that's all we needed for the down payment of the house I am sitting in today, Cyrus.
Wow.
And
Amazing.
and it was just an amazing trip.
I love that story, and it goes to exactly that message in the morning blessing. Melissa, hello to you on the
Hi,
Facebook side.
Melissa.
Melissa said that's determination, no matter what it looks like. That is so true, and it goes to what
Hmm.
that message said there, Tessa-Marie, and that is the small, frightened steps. Because buying a house is scary. Doing a show like this is scary, right? I mean,
Yeah.
but we put forth one step and then another step, and that's how you do get moving. And I'm so glad that you wrote that message in this book. So talk to us about how the morning blessings, how did this particular book come about?
Cyrus, this morning blessings came about because I have three children. One is a medical doctor, that's Vanessa. Michael works in Biogens. He's in the States since he was 23. Jillian lives in the city and works in the city. And these people have very busy lives. But I know all of their life is on the phone.
Hmm.
So my grandson was visiting, and I had him show me how to do text messages. He was like 8, and he showed me, and then I started selling, just saying, "Good morning, how are you doing?" And I thought of my son, and I said, "No, Michael will not want to get a message about blessings. He's going to say, 'Oh, mom,' and her mumbo jumbo." So I
Hmm.
decided to send it to the girls. But one day I inadvertently sent it on the family chat. Well, it just went wild. All my siblings and a few of my nieces and nephews were there, and they all started asking, "What about me? What about me?" So it grew from there. And
Wow.
then it took me about a month later when I sent one to Michael, and he said to me, "Nothing." I sent three, nothing. But they were like really, really not too fussy, not too blessing me. And
Hmm.
then one day he said to me, "So, you know, you have started something. So, for one, if you stop doing them, I will be upset. So, for one is for or something like that." So
Hmm.
I said, "Yes, he likes it." And then I started sending it to him. But it
Wow.
grew beyond the family. It grew to people I coached and mentored. So it just grew. And I
Yeah.
have like thousands and thousands of them.
Wow. Wow. Well, that's just one of the books here that we're discussing here, The Morning Blessings. And there's another one that you did that I think fits well in this conversation. And it's something that I think all of us should learn how to embrace, and that is exactly who we are. In this particular message, Tessa-Marie, you say, today's blessing is to value yourself as unique. Yes, you are unique. You are one of a kind, not like any other, gorgeous in all those special ways. You were formed to be amazing and to become the wonderful you. You were nurtured and gently guided. You were straightened when you were bending and propped up when you were falling. At the end of all of that, you became the unique you. So when you are told you are like no other, you should not protest. Smile and be grateful that you are unique. Now, we both know that that's true. And it's easy for us to say, well, yeah, that's true. But how did you get to a place where you could love being unique? Because as we know in the world we live in, Tessa-Marie, everything that is different is not always celebrated. So, how did you get
I
to a place where you could celebrate being unique?
Oh, all of what I say always goes back to the roots, because I had these two parents that said to you, "Listen, you Tessa-Marie Shillingford, you are special. You created that day." And my mother always said, "You were the only sperm that fought and found your way there first. You already won the prize of being alive. So nobody can take anything from you. You are unique." But you're growing up and you're not seeing that you're unique. You're not feeling the uniqueness in you at all. And then one day you just realize, yes, I am different. I have to claim that I am different.
Hmm.
I have to believe that I'm different. So when I am still told that I am too much, you're too this, you're too that, but no, it's like water on a duck's back.
Yeah. Wow. And now you get to share that with other people. Why has that been an important message for you to be able to share, Tessa-Marie, with your audience? The importance of loving themselves for who they are.
When that started, it was people are telling me that somebody criticized me because I had knock knees. I remember the young lady telling this to me. And then another one said to me, they told me that my eyes were close together. And I'm thinking, why are you taking that on? So what it is, and then I realized, but there's so many things in us. Somebody said to me, "You have big lips." I said, "Well, I'm a Shillingford. That's come of the territory." So, so then I told the lady, young girl with knock knees, listen to me. If you didn't have knock knees, you would fall. And remember that your knees are holding you together. That's all I could think of. And I said, they're close, the eyes that are so close together is that you can actually have tunnel vision and succeed in no matter what you do. I had to invent things to boost them up. And it just grew. And as I started doing the blessings, people would ask me, how do you get motivated? How are you so energized? So I started telling them, it's because you have to believe in you. You must believe in you. There's nobody that's going to love you like you. And we are not taught to love self. If we do, they say to us that we're prideful, we are this, we're vain, all those things. So I started spreading it. And the more I gave it, the more people wanted it. So it just comes naturally.
Love that. Candace Simeon on the Facebook side said, "Love being unique and celebrate being unique." It's a true thing. It is not an easy thing, especially in the world we live in today. I don't think it's ever been easy, but I think it's even more difficult now with all of the things we have, like social media and the way that people feel almost emboldened to try to bring people down and to pick on the things that make them different. I think that's why it's so important for us to have voices like Tessa-Marie to be able to empower us to realize how our differences are our gifts. That's part of our superpower. Melissa says you have a tunnel vision and succeed. I like that. And that's the truth. So, doing the work is so important. I want to highlight, Tessa-Marie, as we wrap up here, the goal setting journal here that people see sitting here. Talk to us about that book and what you want people to do as they're kind of reflecting on their day, reflecting on who they are and what they want to achieve.
Well, we all have a big thing that comes, that we desire this, we want this, we must have it. But we keep saying it or thinking it, or we're afraid to tell others because they will crush it, right? So I said, your goal setting journal is your private thing. Nobody's going to question you there. And in it, I wrote, for example, when you have your name, you have the date and the time, and you can write where you are at the moment when you're writing. And then you follow it, let it be written, and you write your desires, the vision of the version of your life or what you desire in your life. And at the end, you complete it. So let it be done. But you do not show it to others, because we all know the people that will say, no, you can't. I will come to you because you'll tell me, go for it, Tessa-Marie. But so many people don't do that. So the goal setting journal is your confidant, you hold on to it.
Love that. Love that. And as I mentioned, all three of the books we talked about at the top of the show, we discussed her newest book, The Book of Proof. Then we went into the morning blessings you guys see there. And now we were talking about the goal setting journal you all see there. All three there on Amazon. You can click down below or on the side to be able to find out more information about them. Today's show, I should mention, is powered by BiteCool. That's the laptop you guys see right in front of me here. Amazon has this laptop now on sale. It's really great for streaming. For those who are doing a lot of work at home right now with Zoom, that kind of thing, it's really good for being able to stream online. The BiteCool does come with Windows 10 installed. This is the Windows 10 Pro, but it does give you a free upgrade to Windows 11 as well. It's $279 there on Amazon. I'm going to go ahead and highlight it there in the carousel on the Amazon Live side. So definitely, if you guys are looking for a laptop that'll help you do streaming like this, or being able to do your Zoom conferencing, your online streaming on social media, this is a great laptop for you. Tessa-Marie, I really want to thank you not only for your friendship, but also for what you've been able to do and be able to do it afraid. I think when I think about you, that's what I think about. I mean, you're not afraid of saying, you know what, I'm just going to go with it. I'm just going to do it. And your consistency is also something that is appreciative. And other people notice that too. I've noticed that online. Have you gotten used to the idea at this point of people you've never met looking to you as an example of what's possible?
Yes, I get a lot of that now. It wasn't like that before, but people are asking me questions that I have nothing, I can just support. My car broke down. The mechanic said it's $3,000. What can I do? I said, well, give me half hour of your time on a Zoom call. I'll send you the link and let's look at your finances. Let me see, in half an hour, we can sort it out. So people that I don't know will send me these notes and I will give them half an hour and I'll fix it or show them how to fix it, what to do and how to feel about it, or give them the proper words to use when they're talking to someone about something like that. Yeah. So yes, it's big.
It is big, and it's a gift. It's a gift that you've been given, and I'm so glad to see the way that you're using it again. Tessa-Marie Shillingford has been our guest. We've been talking with her about the books you guys see here, and also, of course, the book that is in the carousel there, the book of Proof, which is her latest book. Again, you can get all of them there on Amazon. You see there's Tessa-Marie holding hers up. And Tessa-Marie, how can they stay connected with you?
I am on Instagram at the Tessa-Marie Show. I'm on Facebook, Tessa-Marie The Morning Blessing, Tessa-Marie. And I also have a page for the Debt Monster. And LinkedIn, I'm all over. I'm on TikTok. I do TikTok too. I do stories. I post like maybe 5 times a day.
Wow, okay.
And then I have YouTube shorts. So the YouTube short is on something that's happening. It's usually about money or the morning motivation. So there's a lot of little things that I do just to keep people, functioning, hopeful.
Gotcha. Well, we definitely appreciate you. And I've appreciated having you as a guest on the show today.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. I thank you because you gave me the chance to let somebody who doesn't know about what I can help them with to find me. So thank you, Cyrus. I appreciate you, and I'm grateful to have you in my back pocket as a friend.
Are you saying that because I'm short, Tessa-Marie? Is that what you say in your back pocket?
No, it's just that what I notice every month now, you're looking sexier and sexier. You're slimmer now, so.
Well, I appreciate you, Tessa-Marie. I'm going to keep you around. Melissa, if you're still watching, this is how you talk to me. The way Tessa-Marie's talking to me, that's how you talk. And we thank all of you for tuning in to another great segment of Cyrus Webb Presents. If you guys have not followed us here on Amazon Live, make sure you guys click the follow button either in the corner or down below. We'd love for you guys to stay connected with all of our great programming. We have some great things coming up this week in particular as we're celebrating Read Across America with some 40 books. I'm really excited about that. So make sure you guys join us for that. Also, we have some new episodes of At Home with Cyrus Webb coming up this week. We're going to be actually showing you how to be able to take a nook in your home and turn it into a small office. So look forward to that here on Amazon Live. Until next time, I'm Cyrus Webb, and you all make it a great one. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Bye, everyone.